Hello, I'm David Gerard, and this is Pivot to AI, coming to you Monday to Friday. Today, let's get your kids ready for the glorious AI future. We've covered the Los Angeles Unified School District on Pivot to AI previously. Last year, the LAUSD set up an amazing, all-encompassing AI chatbot friend for students and teachers called Ed. Unfortunately, Ed didn't work. All Here, the company running Ed, went broke. The founder of All Here, Joanna Smith Griffin, a former Forbes 30 Under 30, was arrested for fraud. LAUSD Superintendent Alberto Calvajo announced an inquiry into how the AI scheme he'd worked so hard to push could have failed. Unfortunately, Mr. Calvajo is still super keen on giving every kid in Los Angeles an unmanaged iPad to do their work in class, because we don't want to exclude anyone. Some parents have a few objections. In particular, some kids are having a lot of trouble studying on a completely unfiltered tablet with full internet access without distractions or going off to YouTube instead. At the very best, LAUSD is not blocking the AI sites on the school-issued iPads either, and you'll be delighted to hear they're actively using AI in class too. One fourth-grade class was reading the Pippi Longstocking books by Astrid Lindgren. You know the ones. Pippi's usually drawn as a little girl with red hair in long pigtails, and she always wears long stripy socks. The class was told to design a book cover for Pippi Longstocking. They didn't get out pencil and paper. No. This is AI. Can't let the kids fall behind. So this was actually an exercise in how to write a prompt for an image generator. The kids were using Adobe for Education. This calls itself, quote, the creative resource for K-12 and higher education, unquote. And it uses the Adobe Express AI image generator to make pictures from a prompt. Adobe even has a gallery of kids' work with Adobe Express. Now, you and I might wonder how on earth prompting an AI slop bot is supposed to teach kids anything. One kid typed in a description of Pippi Longstocking, quote, long stockings, a red-headed girl with braids sticking straight out, unquote. What they got back was 4 pictures of a woman dressed in what looks like schoolgirl fetish clothes or goth nightclub gear. One of them is wearing a leather bikini outfit with stockings, but they all have long red braids and stockings. Real sexy, boss, just like you asked. So that was unexpected and probably not the result anyone was looking to get, and the kids' parents weren't very impressed. Adobe Express is pretty clearly not filtered for schoolwork at all. You'd almost think Adobe tuned its Firefly image generator for maximum engagement above all, and apparently that means sexy ladies. I tried the prompt myself in Adobe Express. I told it I was a high school student, K-12, using it for school, and I put in the same prompt the 4th grade kid did. Long stockings, a red-headed girl with braids sticking straight out. The images I got were 4 pictures of women who look like they're in indie rock bands. The Adobe Express images might lead kids to turn into emo brats. Also, Express completely mangled the hands and the braids, because it's 2023. I guess it's early days for Express, or I was prompting it wrong. The LAUSD Guidelines for the Authorized Use of Artificial Intelligence says, quote, in accordance with the district's responsible use policy, students under the age of 13 are not permitted to use generative AI tools, unquote. That rule's just being flat out ignored. The schools are blaming the parents for not opting out. The parents are blaming the schools for not giving them an opt-out if they were even told. The administrators are blaming the teachers for not restricting how the kids use the unfiltered iPads. The software vendors are blaming the schools for not setting up proper blocking. The vendor has its tools and the kids are going to use them. Job number 1. Keep paying the vendors. We are preparing your kid for the glorious AI future. That's a life of getting nickel and dimed by corporate parasites feeding off public money. Thanks for tuning in to Pivot to AI. If you found this episode interesting and useful, please forward it to just one other person. We live off your word of mouth. Please do hit like and subscribe on YouTube, leave a good podcast review, and the best support is drop just $5 into the Patreon linked in the show notes below. Or if you're on YouTube, hit the join button below the video. If that's easier for you, it really helps. Thank you all. I'll see you tomorrow, and bye for now.